Hi everyone, welcome to Lammer's Gardening. This is just a project we would like to show you. It's been about a 5-6 month project. We're just coming to the end of it now. We're very proud of this project, probably the biggest project we have actually taken on. So I'll walk you through, guys, what we've done. So here we have done a mini decking for the view. This is all my own design. The customer told me to design it the way I wanted it. And we have also de-weeded all the beds and separated all the plants and put bark chippings down with a weed fabric membrane, as you can see. And at the end of the video you'll be able to see the before pictures of these beds and of most of the work that we talk about today. This job all started with this figure of 8, it means peace, it's a peace symbol. When we first started all these beds you could not see what was here. We've done a major separation to allow things to grow. And as you come down here, we have done another decking. This was an interesting one. We've done a hexagon decking with a tree coming out the back of it, and we built a sleeper bench and a sleeper table. At night time, this tree lights up a rainbow colour from the 2 solar panel lights. And then we also created these raised beds to serve space and to plant. And we've also done a water feature in the centre. This water feature is quite interesting because we could not just get a solar panelled one because we couldn't get that size. So what we've done is we got a solar panel kit, connected it up in here. So the water feature runs off this battery source with the solar panel in the front. We also decided to go with the granite chips on the ground. So this has all been weed membraned with the chips. And we put some interesting plants in here. These are called elephant's trunk. They grow this time of year and they can survive extreme low temperatures. In this bed we have done little wee conifers. And as we walk up through here you'll be able to see the other side of the garden that we've done. This front garden was a bit of a project in itself, but nothing like we've done up the back. As we walk up through here as well, you will see different designs of fencing that we have done. So here we have done, it's roughly about 8.5, 9 foot privacy fence. The way we've done it is front panels, back panels. We've done that on purpose because of the heavy winds we get down here, so it allows the wind to flow through, but it keeps it private at the same time. So as we walk up through here, we've just done little touches here, a little gate, a bit more wood panelling. So we're going to walk up to the back now, to the woodland walk as I call it. Back here you couldn't see anything, all the paths were mud, there was no steps, there was overgrown trees. There is actually a beautiful magnolia up here, what is over 100 years old. Here's the workers at it just now, creating another fence coming along here. And this is going to be another privacy fence for the Japanese garden. With all the trees we've cut down, there's a big tree here. This is Fanch Tree Care Services what done this, and they've done quite a few up the back. Very professional company. So we've used the logs for log edging coming up here, and we've been bark and bark chips into this area. Some of these plants in this garden are extraordinary, like this rhododendron, they're lovely. So as we walk up to here, you will see a wildlife fence, as I call it. This is a log fence. We've used, like I said, the tree branches. This fence is, so there's two posts, there's one on this side, one on the other side, and then we frame the top, and obviously as you can see the logs go in between, and then it all holds itself together without screws. I really like this style of fence. As you'll see here, these are flaxes, and these were very big plants, and we dug them all at the front garden in those beds I was talking about. So these flaxes have all been split and planted all up here, and they're very hardy, so they should survive. The customer's talking about actually putting like a dinosaur feature in there. That'll be quite cool. So as we walk up to here, you'll start to see the handrails that's been built. These have all been sanded down and treated. The steps, we also created these steps here. These steps you couldn't see. So we actually found the original steps, what's the stone, and then we created and we put wee log edgings in to hold the stone in place. So as we walk up through here, you'll see there's chips down. This area here, this cliff edge here, was overgrown. There was stuff coming out all the way to this fire tree. So we've had to cut all this back so the cliff wouldn't keep collapsing. But I say, so as we walk up here, there's just more of the handrails, as you can see. And that's when we come to more steps again that we have built, because this was just a muddy slope and it was difficult to get up. This is another big pine tree that a Fanch Tree Services came. They came up with the ropes and they topped it. So as you get up to here, you're going to see another wildlife fence that we've created. This is my favourite one. You can see it from the bottom garden as well. This one is slightly thicker logs that we've used, and then as you'll see there's little ones there, but that's because of the trees in the way we had to improvise. As you'll see when you come to this point, the fence splits, but it goes onto the other handrail, so there's no point that you need to take your hands off these handrails. This took a while to build, very fun, and it attracts wildlife, it attracts birds, because bugs live in it. So as we walk up through this side, you'll see this path is starting to get a bit overgrown, but this will be treated, and then there will be wood chips from the chipper put up here. This is the view, this is why the customer wanted this. I do believe in the future, behind us here, this pad's going to be turned into a seating area. It'll be quite fun, but I believe that's more the end of summer job. As we walk down here, you'll see there's more steps being created, a lot of laurel cut back, and we've used the branches as well, and any smaller stuff's been chipped. So as we've done this, we've tried to recycle everything we possibly can. You come to this side of the cliff edge here, this still needs a good tidy and a good clean off, and we're going to wildflower a lot of this, so in the winter it comes up with extraordinary different colours. So yeah, when we get to the bottom of this, we'll show you the shed and the pad base that we built. If you look over this area as well, you could not see this area at all. It was just overgrown. There was plants dying. So there's been hours on that chipper getting this sorted. When you come here, we've also used the log edgings to try and create some sort of path. As we come up here, you can see the chippings. These chippings are probably about 4 foot deep. That's another tree, a French tree care service have taken care of. This was a big conifer. It was very big. So what they've done is, last time they were here, they chopped the top off, and they came yesterday and just dropped it for us. And that means we can chop it up and use it for what we want. The wall, we found this old natural dry stone wall. It's beautiful up the back here. This was just moss. You couldn't see this at all. The customer was very surprised when we actually found it. This area is where we built our concrete pads, and we built the shed as well. This was quite a fun job. The shed took a day to build. The concrete pad took a couple of days to build. Because we've got everything back as well, we've seen a lot more life in the different plants like this rhododendron. As you can see, it's fallen on the ground and it's came back to life. It was suffocated before. This magnolia tree, it was dying. Half of this side was dying. Those conifers over flooding it. It was not doing well at all. But now look at it, it's doing very well. The customer says the best they've seen this magnolia tree bloom. As we walk through here, we've just created a simple gate, and that's just so we have access to get the chipper in and out. So as we come to the next bit, this is my favourite part of the garden, the Japanese garden that we've done. This is in tribute to the customer's dad who passed away, and he loved Japanese gardens. So we'll start on this side first. Looking down it straight here, there was a conifer hedge. It was about 9 foot tall, and it went from here to that end to the other fence there. We got rid of that, and you'll see what we've done. We've made a fake river with blue granite chips. Here, this was just a hedge as well, and we created a small boundary fence again. We still need to finish off the painting on this. And as you walk through here, you can see this is Japanese theme. This bridge was very important to the customer. It was a father's design. So we've managed to bring it back to life. It was rotten, it was horrible. And the wee Acer, that was dying, that looks brown where it is. If you look behind you, this is the main feature of the garden. This is the Japanese, say, summer house. But if you come into it, it's got a bamboo underside. It's got this feature here with David, the customer's name, on the top. We had a little bit of wasted space here, so we decided to put a bed in here with the plants. They seem to be doing okay. This one, so. We'll see how it goes. We might need to replace that. We had to walk around this beautiful rhododendron as well. We managed to also source these brass dragons. Very interesting. You can see where we've had to cut back the roadie, and then now it's starting to take shape. And you can see why we're building this privacy fence in the back, because the next door neighbour can look right in and the guests. I'm very proud of this job. It took a while, but we got there in the end. So as we walk through to the next part of the job, when you walk through here, before this was 1 by 1 orange horrible slabs, and there was rotten beds. So what we've done is we've lifted all the slabs off the ground, and then we have put a terrain membrane down and gravel. We've also created all these separate beds using monoblock, and we put bark in them as well. Same thing, couldn't see any of this. We've separated it all and it's all doing very well now. We created all these different beds out of sleepers. We have also on this side done a wee bit of crazy paving, and we have created the shape with the monoblock, as you can see, and we've created in the beds. If you come to this side, you can see how it follows, and this area here is the same with the monoblock. You can see how we've made the big bed. And you can see the shape now of this coming along and around. We have also at this side, this was a wee wooden retaining wall before, and we've used these blocks and created a wee retaining wall. It goes all the way along, it holds this area up. I found this garden's been a breath of fresh air. I've really enjoyed this garden. So as you come through here, you can see the model design. We also built these concrete step pads and a straight line going all the way up. And this was actually my first time doing these concrete pads, and the customer's very happy, I'm very happy. So if we walk through this way as well now, you're going to see another bit of the garden that we've done recently. So before it was a hedge running down both sides, so we put this fence in. It's another style of fence we do. And as you walk through here, this area has been gravelled. Before this was just, it was tiny, a little bit of gravel, mainly mud. So what we've done is put cerame down and gravel, and this area here, as you can see, it's just been painted as another fence. This was the same as this hedge, which ran all the way along. With all these different chips here, what you can see have actually from the chipper, the wild chips, have come in handy, and we're just going to keep topping them up as required. We built a gate on this side here. We built a gate there. And guys, I think that's about it so far. I want to say thank you for watching, liking and sharing. Remember, and always give us a call. We're here to help. Llamas never give up. Have a good day, guys. Bye now.